shall break every chain. The Lord of love shall break every chain. The Lord of love shall break every chain. Give us your victory again and again. Give us your victory again and again. Give us your victory again and again. Rastaman have come from Mount Zion. Ola, 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 Mount Zion. Rastaman have come from Mount Zion. Rastaman have come from Mount Zion. Ola, 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 Mount Zion. Rastaman have come from Mount Zion. Rastaman have come from Mount Zion. Ola, 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 Mount Zion. Zion have come from Mount Zion. Zion have come from Mount Zion. Ola, 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 Mount Zion. The Bingy man have come from Mount Zion. The Bingy man have come from Mount Zion. Ola, If I had the wings like a dove, if I had the wings like a dove, I will fly, fly away, fly away and be away. If I had the wings like a dove, if I had the wings like a dove, I will fly, fly away, fly away and be away. Since I have no wings, since I have no wings, since I have no wings, I'm gonna sing, sing, sing. Since I have no wings, since I have no wings, since I have no wings, I'm gonna sing, 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 sing. If I had the wings like a dove, if I had the wings like a dove, I will fly, fly away, fly away and be away. If I had the wings like a dove, if I had the wings like a dove, I will fly, fly away, fly away and be. Since I have no wings, since I have no wings, since I have no wings, I'm gonna sing, sing, sing. Since I have no wings, since I have no wings, since I have no wings, I'm gonna sing, sing, sing.
evening. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for coming this evening to give honor and respect to the one and only Maurice Shamash Brooks, a chief in his own right. The one and only Maurice Shamash Brooks. You're here because you love the man. That's why we all gather together to give him respect. Before we go into our program of tributes, which is a long one because there's so many people who want to pay respect to the chief, before we do that, we will have an opening prayer by his son, Auditorium Brooks. The son of the chief.
Good evening, good evening. My name is Auditorium Brooks. I am the eldest son of Shamash. Let's stand, bow our heads, give God thanks and praise if you don't mind, as we open this ceremony with prayer. Yeah, man. O merciful and heavenly Father, we give you thanks and praise, O Jah, for blessing us once again to rise today on this sad occasion, but an occasion, O God, that you have brought us together to share with in love and memory. Father God, we uplift you, we give you thanks and praise, and we thank you. We thank you for our father, Shamash, and we thank you for the family and the friends that has gathered here today. Father God, you know it was a hard journey, but he's home amongst his people, our people. And Father God, you made a way. Through COVID, through nothing, you said he'll come home. Oh, Jah, I give you thanks and praise for just giving me strength, for giving me and my family the opportunity to share this moment amongst our people, Anguillians. God, we ask you to just look over us and protect us. And Father God, yeah, man. But Father God, just keep us bonded in your mercy and in your grace, bonded in your love. For Jah, you give it and you take it. But Father God, we will not question you in no kind of way, but instead we will uplift and glorify your name. For you are the creator of creation, the King of kings and the Lord of lords. In you alone, O Jah, do we put our trust. In you alone, O Jah, do we put Shamash into your hands. Keep him, embrace him, protect him. Father God, he's yours once again. We remember him now in memory as we uplift him in spirit. Father God, we give you thanks and praise, not in no other name, but in the name of Holy Emmanuel, Yahshua the Messiah, Jesus the Christ. We give you thanks and praise, O Father God, now and forevermore. Amen.
Thank you, Auditorium. I think you'll agree that the apple didn't fall far from the tree. Thank you for that prayer. Authentic from the heart, giving thanks and praise to the Creator, thanking him for your father, who we all honor and celebrate today. As I said, we have a very interesting program because many people loved and love Shamash. And so we're going to get right into it with a presentation from Youth and Culture.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am the only person here from the Department of Youth and Culture, so I imagine Dr. Banks is speaking to me. There will be no presentation, no singing, no dancing. I just, though, wanted to take the opportunity on behalf of my department and the government of Angola, my ministry as well, Ministry of Social Development, to extend condolences to Shamash's family. He was a man who wore many, many hats, but I think there's no question that one of those was a culture bearer. He was someone that for many years we expected him to entertain us on the stage at the Lansing Cultural Center. And even in personal relationships, he was an entertainer. And there's no question that he was one of the funniest persons I know, and I think that all of us can say that. He's also one of those persons who, despite having a twin brother, he was just one of a kind. And it was important for me to represent our government and our culture bearers and the entire creative industry by being here and just letting the family know that we mourn your loss with you. So I will get off the mic now because I know that there's going to be a lot of singing and dancing and more Shamash-like stuff than necessarily speeches. So just again to extend condolences and respectfully enjoy this evening's proceedings. God bless.
Thank you, Ms. Carty. Youth and culture valued the man. In fact, on Men's Week some years ago, Shamash was interviewed, and one of the questions he was asked was, "What is your major life achievement?" And here's what he had to say.
You know, for me, first thing that comes to my mind is that we grow up and keep the same thing that we learn, you know. And to me, achievement is something that goes on and on and on, because most of the time, we never satisfy with what we have. So, I mean, the little bit that we got, we still want more. But for me, my achievement was keeping the respect that I had for people that I still got it. And knowing that I went out there, learned something, came back home with it, want to explore it here. I would love to explore it here with kids, you know, people who want to do it. Money isn't everything. For me, it's the last thing. If I tell you I know how to charge you for cooking food for you, I don't. Because my thing is for you to enjoy it, not to worry about the money, because then when you worry about the money, and it was too much of money, even if the food was good, somebody can complain and say it was too salt. You know, when I hear those things, it took me way back. It's like I'm saying, wow, can't satisfy people, you can't please everybody. You know, so what I achieved out there is that I went out there, I learned something, I came back home, I want to throw it towards some young people out there, because I think right now our whole aim is based on young to do certain things. You know, like I was telling somebody just now, I said, when we were young and things like that, we were somewhere playing marbles, spinning top. And the thing was, it wasn't how old you was. If there was nothing to do, we feel much better to see you somewhere underneath.
So you hear what the man said? Money isn't everything. My achievement was keeping the respect that I had for people, and I still got it. That respect is so critical, and Shamash was loved by all because he was a singer, comedian, multi-talented, and what do you remember about him? Those dancing steps. I spent many an evening on the floor trying to keep up with him. He danced his way through life, and he brought joy wherever he went. So as we continue now, we are going to hear a tribute from Nurse Nanton. Is she here? Nurse Nanton. Okay, well then we'll go on. Is she here? Oh, I can't even make her out. Nurse Nanton, your mask really hit your personality, your identity, is working well. Look at the ice green and gold. You can't hide that.
Relatives, friends, and well-wishers locally, regionally, and internationally via our Inanguilla live streaming link, good evening. The measure of a man is not how did he die, but how did he live. Not what did he gain, but what did he give. These are the units to measure the worth of a man as a man, regardless of birth. Maurice St. Clair Brooks, best known to many as Shamash, gave of himself unselfishly for the benefit of others, thus leaving us a legacy that will remain forever etched in our hearts. Allow me to first extend my sincerest condolences to his immediate and extended family on his passing. My thoughts and prayers are with you at this time. This is a journey that we all must take. Hence, let us therefore reflect on our own lives, especially in these unprecedented times, and prepare ourselves spiritually for that great beyond, confident in our hearts that it is well with our souls. I stand here this evening to pay my last respects and final farewell to a very dear friend, Mr. Maurice St. Clair Brooks, one whom I often called my husband. I have known Shamash for many years, having had the privilege of seeing him in action on the stage during Carnival and also during my tenure as a member and a later chairperson of the Carnival Queens Committee, when he was contracted on occasions to MC the show. He had the varying audiences in fits of laughter as he performed on stage doing one of the many things he did best, comedy. He was a loving, caring, jolly, kind-hearted, helpful, inspiring, well-respected and multi-talented individual, an avid dancer, a cultural icon and an excellent chef who showcased his culinary skills in the variety of dishes that he prepared at his place of work in Shoal Bay. His pumpkin soup was good. Having had on occasions requested his services to do the same for events that I had organized. It was always such a video-perfect moment when we met. He never failed to greet me with a smile and friendly hug, subsequently followed by remarks such as, and I quote, "Nursey, Lord, you looking good. How you do, girl?" End of quote. There was never a dull moment with Shamash. I can clearly remember when I first saw him after he had removed his locks. It was his usual approach to me that confirmed my belief that it was indeed him. He looked amazingly different. Yes, Shamash was a people's person, and indeed an inspiration to me. I was better served to have known such a legendary individual. It was therefore a shock to me when I learned of his illness and ultimate passing, for I had not seen him for quite some time because of his travels overseas from time to time. Shamash, I lovingly think of you as living in the hearts of those whose lives you have touched. For nothing loved is ever lost, for you were loved so much. I'm quite sure his response would have been, I'm at peace. My soul is at rest. There is no need for tears, for with all that love, I was so blessed for all those many years. I therefore end with this poem and deserving accolade in his memory, A Life Well Lived, author unknown. A life well lived is a precious gift of hope and strength and grace from someone who has made a world a brighter, better place. It's filled with moments sweet and sad, with smiles and sometimes tears, with friendships formed and good times shared, and a laughter throughout the years. A life well and pride and pleasure, a living, lasting memory our grateful hearts will treasure. Yes, someone so dearly loved and so popular with his friends. We should not cry forever, for this is not the end. So let us celebrate with thanksgiving the life he lived and the happy moments shared. So sleep on, my dear friend. Sleep on and take your rest. Your family and friends loved you, but Jesus loved you best. May your soul rest in peace and rise in glory.
Thank you very much, Nurse Danton. She mentioned the Queen shows. Boy, do I remember those shows. When Shamash and I would be on the stage having a ball. How many of you were at those shows? I see some hands going up. Yeah, we all enjoyed him on stage. In fact, as I looked at my wardrobe to see what I would wear this evening, I said, I got to wear something that Shamash would like. Because I think he would look at me and he would say, well, girl, you still got it. Teacher Linda, you still got it. So when my daughter told me, Mommy, you're looking good, I said, well, that's for Shamash. Teacher Linda, you still got it. Shamash, yeah, boy, I got it because of you. Over the years, you've buoyed us up. And we thank you for the way you've celebrated us. Now we celebrate you. God bless you, Shamash. God bless your family. As we go on with all these wonderful tributes outpouring for the life of Shamash, we hear now from Vince Webster and Orrin Hodge. He touched young and old, all ages. Yes, we have a lineup this evening like no other. We have artists of all ages whose paths Shamash has crossed over the years. So now we hear from Vince and Orrin. Vince and Orrin Hodge. That was beautiful. And I think Shamash should appreciate that because he liked oldie goldies. Oh, Danny boy, beautiful. Thank you, Vince and Oran. Thank you very much. We continue now with a tribute from the family. Am I considered family? Tribute from the family. You know, Shamash was related to me by his father, Charlie Brooks, Markilly, there in South Valley. We were close to his mother, Miss Jerry, but his father was really the one I was related to, through Markilly. All the good people. And now we're having the family. We know that he has 6 children, 2 sisters, and his twin brother, my Maduki, who grew up as my brother. Yes, Yes, Maduki. Yeah, Maduki was raised in the Banks house. Ras B was Val's good friend and Banky's friend, and I think Shamash was close to Banky as well. I think they were about the same age, right, Banky? Family affair, the Brookses and the Bankses. So now we'll hear from the Brookses, hear from the family. Yes, Dizzy, yes, Dizzy. You were on stage with him sometimes too, weren't you, Dizzy? Lansing Bowl Cultural Center, so many memories, so many wonderful memories of Shamash. Keeping the crowd alive, keeping people's spirits up. I think that was his mission in life, keeping people's spirits up. In fact, he did say that when he was on the radio, keeping people up, lifting people up. He said that's his mission, lifting people up, and that he did. Because as we think of him, we all think of him with a smile. It's amazing. It's amazing when people look at you and they think of you with a smile. You're not even in their presence, but your face lights up. That's what Shamash did to us. He kept our spirits up. He made us laugh. He made us cackle. And he had that characteristic laugh that nobody can imitate. Are we ready now, family? All right, let's hear from the family.
Linda, what I was saying is that one night I was emceeing in the village, right? And Shamash said he heard me up there messing up the people. He said, I got to go help my cousin. So he came up. That's how close we were. We live good. Brooks is forever. Shamash, you are here.
Present, Dizzy.
Person.
Oh, yes.
The last person I see so vibrant conducting a choir was Calvin Hodge.
He heard that. He heard that.
He did a wonderful job.
This is that Guira or something else.
That was from Mark.
Oh, yes.
Thank you, Linda.
Boss, thanks for conducting. Great job.
Yeah, he better
Conductor. Yes, Shamash. We are celebrating you. This is exactly what you wanted. We know what you like, and we're giving it to you. We're here to celebrate you, Shamash. And as we continue, we hear now from Roxana Brooks. Is she here, or are we going to move on? I saw that she might not. I thought I saw her. Yeah, go on, move on, because I thought I saw you. Yeah. Okay. Is Darwin Mussington here? Music in the house. All musicians coming to celebrate with Shamash. Okay, Andy Goddard, I know I saw Andy. Come on, Andy. Celebrating the life of Shamash, the chief. Singer, comedian, dancer, multi-talented, chef, unstoppable. That's what we can describe him as, unstoppable. Nothing got in his way. He didn't let anything stop him. And he took us along with him. You saw him coming, and there was a smile on his face, and that ignited a smile in your face and the love in your heart for our dear brother Shamash. Thank you, Roots Bingi. Thank you, Roots Bingi drummers. Thank you for that wonderful entree. We always enjoy your music. It's different, it's classical, it's Irie, it's roots. Exactly what it is. And boy, do I love your attire. You dressed for the king, didn't you? The chief. Thank you. So, our dear Shamash was born in Curacao, but he was raised in Anguilla. He came to Anguilla in 1962, he said, and that's where he endeared himself to us. You ready, Andy? Andy was raised in Barbados, but he's here in Anguilla among us, and we love him. And then, of course, we have our dearly beloved Sprocker.
You know, my time with Shamash is, all I can think about when I think about Shamash is joy and laughter and fun. And, you know, he obviously lived life to the fullest. And I was on Clair. I'm not quite sure what song I would have sang this evening, but having a chat with one of his longtime work colleagues outside Myra, she kind of hinted to me that he loved this particular song. Georgia, Georgia, the whole day through, it's just an old sweet song that keeps Georgia on my mind, on my mind. Oh, Georgia, oh, Georgia, no peace I find, songs as sweet and clear, like moonlight through the pines. Oh, other arms will reach out to hold me, other eyes smile so tenderly, still in peaceful dreams I see the road that leads me back to you. Oh, Georgia, Georgia, the whole day through, it's just an old sweet song that keeps Georgia on my mind. Shamash, my brother, you've left us all with a big smile on our face. Rest in peace. Jah love, Jah guidance, continue to go with you. keeps Georgia on my mind. It's an old sweet song that keeps Georgia on my mind. Shamash, you're going to be all our minds forever, brother. Rest in peace.
Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Sprocker. You hanging on to do something else, Sprocker? Yes, I am. But they're there already. Pardon? Darwin. Yes, he is. Okay. We're going to bring on Darwin Mussington now. I guess, Sprocker, you'll come on later on? Or what? Hi, Darwin. Yes, boss is after Andy, but Darwin is here, so we're going on. Yes, folks. Yeah, he's going to do it, yeah. Darwin, we're glad to see you. We're happy to have you. And we just had Georgia on my mind, and that's the kind of vibe that our brother Shamash enjoyed. He was a music connoisseur. He liked all kinds of music. And he said that when he cooked, he sang for his customers. What a talented man. Now his friends are singing for him.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I'd like to do this one for the deceased and family. Talking about down by the riverside. Zambezi, I Wandi, I Spy. Down by the river waiting for their brother. I'll be down by the river, waiting for the good Lord to pass my way. Oh yeah, I'll be down by the river, singing songs of joy on this lovely day. Oh yeah, yeah. 3 little birds told me, by sunrise in the morning, she's always waiting, praying and blessing the day. I've heard about this fairy tale long time ago, but never had the faith to believe it was so, yeah. But Mother Nature sent me 3 little birds, singing song, convincing me it was so, yeah. Well, I'm on my way. Anyone come to see me this day, tell them I'll be gone for the day. I'll be down by the river, waiting for the good Lord to pass my way. Oh yeah, I'll be down by the river, singing songs of joy on this lovely day. Oh yeah, take it. Well, I've heard about a fairy tale long time ago, but never had the faith to believe it was so, yeah. Mother Nature sent me 3 little birds, singing a song, convincing me it was so, yeah. Well, I'm on my way. Anyone come to see me this day, tell them I'll be gone for the day. I'll be down by the river, waiting for the good Lord to pass my way. Oh yeah, I'll be down by the river, singing songs of joy, 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 joy. I'll be down by the river, waiting for the good Lord to pass my way. Oh yeah, I'll be down by the river, singing songs of joy on this lovely day. Yeah. I'll be down by the river.
Ooh, wow, 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 what a celebration. Thank you, Brother Darwin. I can see him moving with that one. Definitely, Shamash. Yes, folks. I got something else for Shamash while we set up for. Who is coming up now? Let me see. Boss, you going to come up now? Yeah, Boss is going to come up now. But let me see if I can bring you something else from Shamash. When he was talking about his food, you know, he was a gourmet chef, talking about his food and how he was combining his singing with his food. Let me see if I can get that. Can you guys?
I gotta feel free of what I'm doing. I love cooking, so if I have to work someplace where they're going to say, oh, Shamash, you won't be able to do this, I'll say, listen, I can understand that. But if I go outside and I finish work, I'm going to sing. So I don't know which part of me you're stopping, because you ain't stopping nowhere.
Unstoppable.
Because if I can't do it inside, I'll do it outside. But the thing is for me is that I love to know that when you're eating, I can be singing because I love to sing. I just love to sing. I think if I wasn't cooking, I'll be out there singing. I'll be out there making records because I did it already. I made already. I've been backup vocals, so I know things about it.
Well, we can definitely see that you're a man of talent.
Well,
and some of your creativity even comes forward in your food. Besides singing, how else would you say you're able to express your creative energies through your food?
Well, the thing is where you gotta love what you're doing. That's the first thing. If you don't love what you're doing, it is not going to show, and if it do show, it's not going to be for long. So, because somebody can see a plastic smile when it's plastic, and somebody can see a real smile when it's real. When it's plastic, it's going to just fade out real quick. When it's real, it's like it's there all the time. If you walk in, it's there. If I see you on the road, it's there. So then I know that wasn't a plastic smile. Because everything I do, I just do it with the feeling from in me towards you. Because I don't know how you is, I don't know how, what mood you come into, but before you leave, I'm going to get you out of that mood. Because the thing is with me, and I love to sing things that I know, okay, you being hurt, okay, I can see it. I'm going to sing something that all of a sudden you're going to stay right out there and join in, so that helps me with whatever I'm doing with food.
So Shamash, as he said, was about lifting people up. If you're not happy, he's going to make sure that you leave with a smile on your face. As a matter of fact, as he approached you, or as you approached him, you start to smile. You can't help it. He just brings it out of you, and that's a gift. That's a real gift. Okay, do we have now another tribute? We're going to hear from who? Your boss, you ready? You got Kingsley going to perform with you too? Okay, boss is ready. We saw him being the orchestra leader a while ago. He's the choir leader. But we know when boss got a mic in his hand, you got to move.
Yeah, hi. You want to? Yeah.
Hi, Roger.
Two. Yeah.
Give him some juice, man.
Yeah, hi, 1, 2. Yeah. You check yours, right? 1, 2. You see, can you put on Spraker guitar, please? As you know, me and my cousin Shamash, we get all of this singing from a lady called Markilly. Anybody know Markilly? Clementina Brooks. Trust me. And he always just a happy person. And he said, Georgie, now that's a name that a lot of people don't know. Everybody know Boss, And trust me, a very loving cousin. And I know he'd have been glad. You see this man here, this young man? We call him Greg Hazel, better known as Iwa. And Shamash, Hosea Andy Spraker, everybody knows this man. So I bring him today to sing with me. And I know Shamash will be just there laughing, man, because he know. So we're going to sing 2 songs. Spraker, you ready? Guitar, Gaff. And I just want you to be alive with everybody. Yeah, 1, 2. Sometimes killers say, I just want you to clap. Keep on giving it out. My cousin just, back in the village. Come on, give me that clap. Blah. Check the beat out. Come on. Would
Would you know my name if I saw you in heaven? Would it be the same if I saw you in heaven?
I must be strong to carry on, 'cause I know I don't belong here in heaven.
Would you hold my hand if I saw you in heaven? Would you help me stand if I saw you in heaven?
I'll find my way night and day, 'cause I know I just can't stand here in heaven.
Time can bring you down, time can bend your knees.
I can break your heart. You beg, say, baby, please. Oh, yeah. This peace I'm sure, and I know there's gonna be more here in heaven. I know there's peace here in heaven.
I want you to be live. Now, there is a favorite song that Shamash, whenever he are in the village emceeing, you know what his favorite song is? There's a song he always sing. Trust me. Spracker, can you play that for me? Woo! Come on! Clap your hands, everybody! She's such a beautiful woman, and she has so many ugly men. Woo! When she go to the marketplace, she leave her character at home. She walks like a lady, talks like a lady, don't ask me why. And when she start that conversation, all of her friends just sit down and shaming why. Oh, you want to now? Sing with me. Everybody say, beautiful woman, beautiful woman, beautiful woman, beautiful woman, you drive me crazy. Woo. She walks like a lady, talks like a lady, don't ask me why. So when she had that conversation, All of our friends just sit down and cry. Woo! Beautiful woman, beautiful woman, beautiful woman, beautiful woman. She drives me crazy. Oh my God. Clap your hands, come on everybody. This man always be alive up in here just like Clementina. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Everybody say, beautiful woman, beautiful woman, beautiful woman, drive me crazy. Woo! Check it over.
Thank you, Bob. Always moving cartoon. Thank you, boss. Wow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Tribute to our man, the chief, the king, Shamash. What an evening, what a celebration. We're going to continue to rev it up now with Banky Banks and Sprocker. And that will be followed by the staff of Annie Villas, where Shamash cooked up a storm. Banky Banks now with Sprocker.
Check 1, 2.
This mic for somebody.
All right. All right, all right. All right. Yeah. All right then, all right. All right. Yeah. All right, all right. Monitor space now.
My gas is work, never done it.
All right. Have some monitors and mic.
Mics now, mics.
All right then. All right. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, 1, 2. Number 4, number 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Come on, man. Shake it, 1, 2. Shake it, 1, 2. Test it, 1, 2. Test it, 1, 2.
Yeah.
Let me feel it, man. Let me feel it, man. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Check, check, check. All right.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, 1, 2.
All right then.
All right, man. You 1, 2.
All right.
Yeah, 1, 2. All right.
1, 2. All right. 1, 2. 1. Yeah.
I good.
All right.
Get this one sound like that one. All right. Yeah. All right then. Yeah, we're gonna do some stuff that Sprack and myself, we played together as boys. Of course, Shamash used to be a chef down in the what you call it now? Sprack, what we used to call it down in Lansing Bowl.
Feedback.
He used to be a chef there. It's the first place he was a chef.
There goes some
The
highs.
old band's just in the Fantastic Mad Squad. And we used to sing songs. And so we decided to get that kind of spirit going.
That's a high end.
And just,
Kill the
what's
high.
going on here?
Too much highs. Just feed them back. Kill the high.
Yeah, all right. So we can sing this song. It's a song I think Shamash loves.
He looked down into her brown eyes, whispered, say a prayer for me. She threw her arms around him and said, God will set us free. They could hear the riders coming. He said, this is my last fight. If they take me back to Texas, they won't take me back alive. There were 7
Spanish angels on the altar of the sun,
and they were
praying for the lovers in the valley of the Don.
And when the battle stopped and the smoke cleared,
There was thunder from the throne.
7
Spanish angels
took
took
another
another
angel home.
She looked down to the gun that lay smoking in his hand. She said, Father, please forgive me. I can't make it without my man. But she knew the gun was empty and she couldn't win. The final prayer was answered when the rifles fired again.
Everybody now.
There were 7 Spanish angels on the altar of the sun. They were praying for the lovers in the valley of the gun. When the smoke was there and the wind fell,
There was
thunder from the throne. 7 Spanish angels took another angel home.
7
Spanish angels took another angel home. 7 Spanish angels took another angel home.
I thought there was going to be more. I was waiting for more. When something is good, you want more of it, right? This is such a wonderful evening. Thank you all so very much. Thanks to Arida, Rasby's wife, the family, Desmond, Azukili, all of you for arranging this evening. It's such a wonderful evening. What a wonderful tribute. We continue now with something from Zara's. Everybody wants to get on board to say thank you to Shamash. He talked about the real smiles and the plastic smiles. Well, he had a real smile. And these folks are coming up now here with some real smiles, reminding us of his life as a chef.
Good evening, everyone. there's a couple of memories that I'd like to share with you. When Shamash came to Anguilla, after being away for a long time, I was the first person he met after clearing immigration and customs on the airport. He moonwalked from the front of the airport straight to the bar where I was working. When I saw him, to myself, who that is now? He came straight to me and said, "Good afternoon, darling. How are you?" I said, "I'm fine, thank you." Then he said, "But you're so pretty. You look like someone who I went to school with." I said, "Well, I don't know, but I belong to Poor Man and Dorothy." He said, "Dorothy? Dorothy? I had a friend named Dorothy who lived in the East. She had a brother named Hewlett." I said, "From Cars Bottom?" He said, "Yes, yes." I said, "Well, that's my mother." He said, "Girl, you know you're supposed to belong to me." We all started to laugh. We went on by saying, "Lord, there was leaks." Then he said, "I just come from St. Thomas, and I hide in the baggage compartment. And if it had fire in Anguilla, I had to go back to St. Thomas, I would catch fire here because I'm not going back. Not my home, my paradise." Then he stayed for a while chatting, then left. After seeing him on and off a couple of times, I met him again in Ashley. And there he goes again. "Honey bunny, I haven't seen you in a long time. Where you working now?" I said, "Nowhere." He said, "You got a green skirt and a white shirt? See you at Zara's later." I had no choice but to get on my job on time that same afternoon. So I went to work, and now you know, I knew everyone looking at me because only me he's talking to. There I met Jeanette, Myra, Jocelyn, and Ferry. One thing I can say, Shamash is a different person on the road than when he have on his chef clothes. When he sees his guests, he would sing, and the guests love it. When you reach late, don't say sorry. Either you don't come, or when you come, you can take your bag and leave. So with that, I would salute him, because God needed a good chef. That's why he chose Shamash. Rest on rest, Shamash. Take your rest. We will miss you. Salute.
Thank you for that wonderful tribute. And for those of you who are at home, I hope that you're looking at this live, not just on the radio, because there's a demonstration going on here. A tribute from Zara's to Shamash. While they're cooking up a storm, I guess we can continue. We're going to now bring on Bundy. Where is Bundy? Bundy is ready and raring to go. We're going to bring on Bundy. While under the tutelage of Shamash, Zara is preparing a wonderful meal. He's looking on, making sure you're doing it right now, so make sure you do it just right. He had a sweet smile, but when it came to business, you got to take care of business, right? Yes, so Shamash was born in Curacao, as I said, raised in Anguilla, came here in 1962. His parents had 5 children, Letha, Desiree, Rasby, who we know very well, and Meduki, his twin brother. Meduki was like, my brother, still my brother. Yeah, and Val was very close to Rasby. In fact, the whole family was close to that family, and Miss Jerry, as we knew, was his mother, and you could see when Miss Jerry was coming into town because she was a woman of business on a mission. No wasting of time, and Rasby was just like that. I'm not sure if Shamash walked like that. He danced like that. He danced up a storm. He could not keep up with those footworks. I know in the village we would always remember mottle. What would mottle say? How sweet it is. So we have lots of memories of Shamash. And I know that later on we're going to hear from the Webster sisters. I know when Queen Bee was in charge of the Queen's Committee, Shamash performed for that committee many, many times. He was a carnival king. Wow, this started looking good and healthy, boy. Wow. So our dear Shamash had 6 children. And I got their names somewhere here. Let me see, yes. One name, wow. I had to step forward to see that beautiful salad. It looks delectable and healthy. Beautiful. What a tribute. How creative. Wow. Thank you, ladies. You want to say something? You want to introduce yourself? Say something? Shamash would love that.
Good evening, everyone. I have worked with Shamash for the past 10 years, and it was a pleasure working with Shamash. When I started to work at Zara's restaurant with Shamash, he said, Myra, I was watching you a long time ago. He said, you're the right person I want to work with me. I'm going to give you a key because I know you're going to be on time. Then one day he said to me, I got a job by Banky. He wants me to do the catering for the Jimmy Buffett concert, and I want you and Joseline to work with me. I said, no problem, Shamato. He said, you think you're going to get up? I said, yes. So I went and I picked up Joseline, and we went to the Dune. We got there 5:30. And we start prepping for the breakfast for the Jimmy Buffett concert. Shamash reached a bit late. He said, you see why I can depend on you? Because I know you're reliable. I said, Shamat, I got you. He said, man, thank you very much. You guys did a great job. Seeing Shamash outside his uniform clothes is a total different person. When you see he put on that chef jacket, it's no-nonsense chef. Once you hear Shamash start to sing this song, crazy, I'm crazy for feeling so lonely, tell yourself you're in for a good night. If you don't hear Shamash sing, tell yourself, make sure, stick to your job title. If you're a bartender, stay in your corner. If you're a dishwasher, stay in your lane. If you're a helper in the kitchen, you know exactly what to do. No talking, time for action. May his soul rest in perpetual peace and rise in glory.
Our chief, our king, touched so many lives in so many creative ways. His memory will live on forever in our hearts and in our lives, in our smiles, in our dancing, in our laughter, all these wonderful memories. Thank you, Shamash. Thank you. I think, is Bondi ready now? The mighty slinger? Is that you? Pardon? Okay. Okay, they're setting up. They're checking out everything. So tell you a little bit more about his family. We have Shamash Jr., whose name is Morris. Just like his daddy, we never knew him as Morris, but his real name is Morris, but we know him affectionately as Shamash. He has Khalifa, hope I'm getting it right, Shanobia, Asukili, and Akeem. It's now our job as a community to bear these youngsters up wherever they are. Because Shamash was part of a community. He bore everybody up. On the interview I referred to earlier on, he said that he was not academically inclined. He was into doing things, so I'll share more about that because I see Bondi is ready now. Mighty singer.
Jesus is coming again. Hallelujah. He's coming again. He is coming again. My Jesus is coming again. He is coming again. Oh, yes, to take me home. I am ready. My Jesus is coming again. Hallelujah. He's coming again. I am ready. Jesus is coming again. He is coming again. Oh, yes, to take me home.
Why? Jesus is coming again. Hallelujah. He's coming again. Are you ready? Jesus is coming again. He is coming again. Oh, yes, to take me home. Hallelujah. Jesus is coming again. Hallelujah. He's coming again. Hallelujah. Jesus is coming again. He is coming again. Oh, yes, to take me home. He is coming again. Oh, yes, to take me home. Thank you.
Thank you, Bondi, the legendary Bondi. Used to be the mighty slinger when he sang Calypso, and he still has that rhythm. Thank you, Bondi. We now hear from Representative Annie Villas. They had some delicious snacks from Shamash. Yeah.
On behalf of Arnie Villas, Arnie Arts Academy, and Tim Reynolds' family, Shamash had such a terrific spirit, and we are so thankful to have had him in our lives in a number of ways. He was such an infectious spirit that put a smile on everyone's face with his food, sense of humor, and dance move. It goes without saying that half the attraction to having Shamash cook was to hear his singing in the kitchen. We had the pleasure of working with Shamash at Arnie Anguilla as our breakfast chef for our guests, and later as an integral part of the Arnie Arts Academy School, making the student lunch every day. All our guests love to wake up to the sound of Shamash singing in the morning. I know that Tim Reynolds, the owner of Arnie, and his family felt especially close to Shamash, having spent many weeks with him in Anguilla. It is truly an understatement to say that Shamash will be missed and can be replaced. But we were all lucky to have him and the time we did with him. I am sure that the other angels in heaven are laughing at his jokes and enjoying his singing. Shamash has been a joy in our life from the very first day. We treasure his easygoing, hearty laugh. Shamash really always did make us smile. When you couldn't see him, then you heard him singing. To the entire family, please know that you are in our thoughts and our prayers. We are thinking of you and wishing you hope in the midst of sorrow and comfort in the midst of your pain. From Tim Reynolds, Ira Blumen family, and Arnie Villas and family. Thank you.
Thank you for that tribute, Gail. Thank you very, very much. So we continue our celebration with Evan Webster, another legend in his own rights. He'll be followed by another legend, Omari Banks and Johnny Lloyd. Wow. An evening full of legendary people, legendary musicians paying tribute to Shamash. Evan Webster. As the evening goes on, we're going to hear from Keith Tampa Gomes, Kingsley Power Richardson, and Milton Singerman. Sing me a song. He's going to sing us a song, Singerman.
One, two. 1, 2. 1, 2. Test it. 1, 2. When you left. When you left, I thought that I would soon get over you. Even tell myself that I would find somebody to. Time and tears have come and gone, but not your memory. But I'll be over you when the grass grows over me. Yes, I'll be over you when you're standing over me. And as you look down at the cold, cold ground that I'm sleeping in, don't expect to hear me say that I still love you then, 'cause I'll be over you when the grass grows over me. Even when my eyes are closed, they keep on seeing you. Every minute I'm alive, I'm hurting through and through. But as long as I live, I know I won't be free, 'cause I'll be over you when the rest goes over me. Yes, I'll be over you when you're standing over me. And as you look down at the cold, cold ground that I'm sleeping in, don't expect to hear me say that I still love you then, 'cause I'll be over you when the grass grows over me. Yes, I'll be over you when the grass grows over me.
A country and western legend, Evan Webster. And there's a lady who's been patiently at the switchboard making sure that the sounds are right. We're going to bring her up now. Roxana Brooks. And after Roxana, we'll have Omari.
Good night, everybody. Now, although he was cousin Shamash, for me, he was Uncle Shamash. We both shared a gift, and that was the gift of gab, where we can both talk the wall around anybody. And we also love to sing. So much so that we sang together, and I had it hard to keep it together because Uncle Shamash and his simidim is, y'all know how that could have gotten. We were asked to sing for a wedding. And Uncle Shamash said, yeah, Rocky, you go ahead. You choose a song and just let me know what it is. So off the top of my head, I gave him a song, We Belong by Pat Benatar. Uncle Shamash said, easy, I know that. For me, that should have been a notice where Roxy, this can be a problem, you know. Uncle Shamash can be Uncle Shamash and he ain't gonna know the song. So said, so done. The morning of the wedding, before we went in, I asked him, do you want to go through the song before we go up? Uncle Shamash said, no, girl, we can be all right. The song started. I sang the first verse. He was supposed to have the second verse. Uncle Shamash only sang the chorus. And in the middle of the verses had the ad-libs and the footworks. And poor old Roxana is there trying to keep it together, head high, trying not to laugh. So this song is for Uncle Shamash. We shall be all right, yeah. Don't you cry, yeah. 'Cause Josh shall wash away all the tears from my eyes. In times when the storms and the tides are raging high, we know we shall win, and we know we'll survive. Jah shall wash away all the tears. In this time of destruction, we must hold on firm. We gotta get along. Been over hurdles, all of the mountaintops. Forward on, we all are marching on. We say, Jah shall wash away all the tears from my eyes. In times when the storms and the tides are raging high, we know we shall win, and we know we'll survive. Jah shall wash away all the tears. We know we must win the fight. When the wicked try come and eat upon our flesh, we know that Jah, He is the best. Over trials and tribulations, because Jah shall wash away all the tears from my eyes. In times when the storms and the tides are raging high, against the wicked in high and low places. No matter what they do, no matter how they try, I and we shall overcome, because Josh shall wash away the tears from my eyes in times when the storms and the tides are raging high. Yeah, we know we shall win, and we know we'll survive. Josh shall wash away all the tears, because Josh shall wash away all the tears from my eyes in times when the storms and the tides are raging high. Yeah, we know we shall win, and we know we'll survive. Josh shall wash away all the tears.
I don't know about you, but I really felt that. Thank you, Roxana. Josh shall wash away all the tears from our eyes. Thank you, Shamash, for bringing joy into our life. And now Omari. Omari Banks.
One, two. Good night, everybody. I'm just here to pay tribute to Shamash. I think it's fair to say that everybody here, everybody in Anguilla, I should say, is a friend of Shamash. Of course, I know Shamash personally, just from being around Anguilla, as well as being a friend of the family. And a friend of his children. Spent a lot of time as a kid in Seikases, with Latif and Garson and Shinobia and Cooley. So we spent a lot of time as kids playing sports and doing a lot of things together. But just knowing Shamash, just being as an Angolan, everybody knows Shamash and the kind of spirit that he was. And I think everybody here tonight is just a testimony to the kind of spirit he was. Everybody's jovial, happy, and it's more or less a celebration of life. So big up to Shamash, big up to his family. I want to send my condolences to everybody out there. I'd love to pay tribute with this song to Shamash. The song's a song that I call Sunlight.
So many ways to say the same thing. So much pieces we try to make fit in. Gazing at stars to comprehend, yeah. Some sincere, but that is just pretense. And so the story grows as more truth unfolds. We're not so far away. sunlight, 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 yeah. The morning breaks, we do it all again. We rise and shine to a bright new day. So blessed with beams, we're living in a dream. What really differs between you and me? So the story grows as more truth unfolds. We're not so far away, yeah. Go on, reach high, find heaven, third eye, deep water, blue skies all around us, yeah. Sunlight, 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 yeah, yeah. Awaken now, bring us the rain, forming clouds of weather fields. And it's the love light, God loves light, that's connecting all that is. Love is connecting all that is. So the story grows as more truth unfolds. We're not so far away, yeah. Go on, reach high, find heaven in your mind. Deep water, blue skies all around us, yeah. Sunlight, 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 sunlight. Awaken now, bring us the rain. Oh, sunlight, yeah.
Omari Banks, another legend, up and rising star, backed up by Roots Bingy drummers. What a combination. Thank you, drummers. You're really setting the tone for the whole evening. We love you. Okay, we'll hear now from latest, Tyrone, latest Brooks. He asked me to bring him up, Tyrone and Daniel. Tyrone, I see you. Where is Daniel? Is Johnny Lloyd here? Johnny, are you here? Springer? Okay, Tyrone. Okay, latest. You're lucky.
Very nice. Get your mic. Your mic.
Two.
You need a mic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not by might, not by power, by your spirit, Jah. Send your spirit, Jah. Not by might, not by power, by your spirit, Jah. Send your spirit, Jah. You are the fire, we are your temple. You are our voice, we are your song. You are a Jah, we are your people. You are the light, we stand in awe. We stand in all of you. We stand in all of you. Not by might, not by power, by your spirit, Jah. Send your spirit, Jah. Not by might, not by power, by your spirit, Jah. Send your spirit, Jah. You call us out of the darkness, into your love, into your light. Grace upon grace, beauty from ashes. You come to us, we are alive. We stand in all of you. We stand in all of you. Not by might, not by power, by your spirit, Jah. Send your spirit, Jah. Not by might, not by power, by your spirit, Jah. Send your spirit, Jah. Whoa. Spirit, breathe. Spirit, breathe on us. Spirit, breathe. Spirit, breathe on us. Oh, not by might, not by power, by your spirit, Jah. Send your spirit, Jah. Not by might, not by power, by your spirit, Jah. Send your spirit, Jah. Live, love, laugh, and dance. Jah is my life and my strength, so whom shall I fear? He is the shield upon my right hand and my left hand, so who shall I be afraid? Jah is my keeper.
Jah is my light and my salvation, so shall I fear. He is the guide throughout this creation, so shall I be afraid. Jah is my keeper. Jah is my guide in my resting and my rising, so whom shall I fear? He is my guide when I step out into the forward, so whom shall I be afraid? Jah is my keeper. Jah is my guide from the pestilence of the darkness, so whom shall I fear? He is my guide from the vampires of hell, so whom shall I be afraid? Jah is my keeper. Jah is my keeper.
Thank you, Shamash. Food for the soul this evening. What an evening. Thank you, ladies. Versatility Plus. Thank you. I would like now to go real old school, bring a veteran, king of the saxophone, Keith Tampa Gums. The king of the saxophone. Trends Orchestra, the Mellotones, you name it. King Mobutu, he's been around. And we celebrate his life and all that he has done for Anguilla over the years, both here and in St. Thomas. Keith Gums, Tampa. He'll be followed by another powerhouse, Kingsley Power Richardson. Yes, this is a real moving evening here this evening, a real moving evening. I'd like to hail up some people who are listening and viewing us overseas. I just got a message from Valcine Rogers Richardson. She's there in St. Thomas. She's enjoying the program, enjoying the tributes. And Ursula sent the link out to someone all the way in the USA. And they have said, thank you for sharing, Ursula. We knew him and remember him fondly for all the delicious food at Zara's. One love. Yes, share the link. This is a program worth sharing. Share the link with friends and family as we get ready for Keith Tampa Richardson and Power.
B flat.
Tampa, you did not disappoint. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. God be with you till we meet again. Shamash, we'll meet again. You'll be there dancing your way down the golden streets of heaven with all that fancy footwork. Can you imagine it? All that fancy footwork. I wish I could do it. Beautiful, beautiful. So, Kingsley, you're up now, Kingsley, Power. Remember to share the link, share the link. Thank you, brothers. Here comes Singer Man. He's gonna sing us a song. Thanks, Stamper. Thanks, Power. Thanks, Roots Bingy.
Yes.
Ever constant, ever faithful. Singer Man taking us back to the 70s, the 80s. I say you're taking us all the way back.
Oh, yeah. Soldier's Prayer, bro. Soldier's Prayer. All right, baby.
I woke up in the middle of the night and I heard my buddy pray. I turned around and closed his eyes. I heard woke up in the middle of the night and I heard
my body cried. I turned around and looked to the side, and I heard him praying. And he said, wait for me, my love. Oh, darling, come and wait for me. Don't you let nobody steal the love from me. Well, I would like to turn your ears while you ride away those tears, but you won't have to do to me. But those same things that happened to me. And you said, wait for me, my love. Oh, darling, come and wait for me. Yeah, yeah, darling. Don't you let nobody steal the love from me. Oh, this is my soldier's prayer, my soldier's prayer. Oh, darling, 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 I'm down on my knees, I'm down on my knees, begging you, please, wait for me, my love. Oh, darling, come and wait for me. Ooh. Don't you let nobody steal the love from me. Ooh. Wait for me, my love. Oh, darling, come and wait for me. Don't you let nobody steal a love from me. Ooh. Don't you let nobody steal love from me. One more, watch it.
Singer man, sing me another song.
You gotta get on this, cry me a river. You gotta get on this, cry me your tears. Forever since the world began, my mind been hurt about. That's why you gotta cry. You gotta get on this, cry me your tears. You gotta hurt yourself the same way you hurt me. Well, ever since the world began, my mind been hurt about woman. That's why you gotta cry. Woman, you are the most ungrateful person I ever met. And you leave me here all alone to regret. First person in your mind is I, and you leave me here all alone just to cry. I'm gonna cry. Ooh, you gotta get on these, cry me a river. You gotta get on these, cry me your tears. Forever since the world began, my mind been hurt about woman. That's why you gotta cry. Oh, woman, you are the most ungrateful person I ever met. you leave me here all alone just to regret. The first person in your mind is I. Now you leave me here all alone just to cry. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. That is why you've gotta cry. Ooh, that is why. That is why you've gotta cry. That is why. That is why you've gotta cry.
Soul.
I want one more for sure. Say yes or no. One more.
Soul.
All right. One more.
Whoa. By popular appeal, by popular request, and this is going to join him. Wow. Shamash, this is all for you, Shamash. All for you. This is.
I left her crying, but down in Denver, I left her all alone down there on the streets of Denver. But now she's on my mind. I can get her on the telephone line. She likes it down in Denver. I can reach her in Denver. Her love so warm and tender. Wait for me in Denver, in Denver, down in Denver. She may be in trouble. I'll better pack my bags and get there on the double. She's on my mind. I can get her on the telephone line. She likes it down in Denver. I can reach her in Denver. Her love so warm and tender. Wait for me in Denver, in Denver, down in Denver. She may be in trouble. I'll better pack my bags and get there on the double. But now she's on my mind. I can't get her on the telephone line. She likes it down in Denver, and I can reach her in Denver. She likes it down in Denver, and I can reach her in Denver. Reach her in Denver. All right, thank you.
For those of you who never heard him before, now you see why he got the name Singer Man. Singer Man. Thank you, Milton. Singer Man Gums. What an evening. Food for the soul, food for the mind. Food to lift us up which is what Shamash always wanted to do. He always wanted to lift people up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah. So we continue now as we bring on Sonia and Breed. Sonia and Breed. Thank you, Tamper. Thank you. Sonia and Breed. Bringing up the man Gaff. Always ready. Got it covered, right? You got us. Yes, Mr. Gaff. Titanium sounds.
Well, 1, 2. Yeah, good night, ladies and gentlemen.
One, two.
Yeah, Shamash was a brother from another mother. Yeah, may he rest in peace. Rise in glory. People like you. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah. If you give a little more than you take, and if you try to fix more than you break, if you're the kind who takes the time to help a stranger in the rain, there's a place for people like you. If you stand up for those down on their knees and lend a voice to those who cannot speak, if you shine a little light, give sight to the ones who've lost their way, there's a place for people like you. I've heard up there the streets are made of gold, and when you get there, there's a hand to hold. I believe when your days down here are through, there's a place up there for people like you. If you walk around with your heart on your sleeve, and if you try to be the change you want to see, and if you lay down your life for love so someone could be saved, there's a place for people like you. I've heard up there the streets are made of gold, and when you get there, there's a hand to hold. I believe when your days down here are through, there's a place up there for people like you. People like you. I've heard up there the streets are made of gold, and when you get there, there's a hand to hold. your days down here are through, there's a place up there for people like you. I know you're out there, so keep doing what you do.
There's a place
up there for people like you. People like you. Out of many, one people we are.
We love you, Shamash.
Rest in peace, brother. Thank you.
Beautifully rendered.
Ja, Rastafari.
That Gramps Morgan
Ever living, ever faithful,
special.
Selassie the
There's
first.
a place. Beautiful rendition by Gramps Morgan, done this evening by Sonia and Breed. There's a place for people like you. Thank you, Shamash, for leaving this world a better place than you met it. That's all we got to do in this life. Leave this world a better place than we met it. And he sure did. We continue now then with Raleigh Harrigan and Oris. And that'll be followed by three sisters, Becky, Rolanda, and Roxanne. Wilkins Smith too. Yeah, we're bringing them all from Island Harbor. From the east, wise men from the east. Coming to pay tribute to our dearly beloved, the king, the emperor, the chief. Just Wilkie now? He'll stay up after you all gone down, right? Okay. Okay, we have Wilkin. We have the whole group. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. We're rolling down the program. It's not going down, it's continuing high, a high level. You're going to leave here this evening with your souls blessed. I think it was Shakespeare who said, if music is the food of love, play on, give me excess of it. And this evening we are getting excess of music in honor of Shamash. In honor of Shamash. Yes, Shamash said that he was not into academics. And he said that to his family. He said it to his brothers and his sisters and his mother. You know, I'm not into academics, but I'm going to feed you all. And as we see, he went into the food business and he fed many. He taught many to cook. From far and wide, the people sampled his food. He was committed to being great at what he did, and great he was. I think Wilkin is going to sing now.
Hey, okay. Gav, give me a little treble on this. Treble.
And of course, we have backing up everybody tonight, Roots Bingy drummers. Let's hear it for Roots Bingy. And they are certainly dressed to impress, aren't they? Dressed to impress. Beautiful.
Wow.
Okay, Wilkin. Do your thing.
Love is a burning thing, and it makes a fire rain down to my world desire. Well, I fell into a burning ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. Went down, 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 and the flames went higher, and they burned, burned, burned. That ring of fire, my God, the ring of fire. Well, the taste of love is sweet when hot, like ours need. I felt for you like a child. Oh, but the fire went wild. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher, and it burned, burned, burned. That ring of fire, my God, the ring of fire. Yes, it burned, burned, burned. That ring of fire, my God, that ring of fire. The taste of love is sweet. Won't you sing it? When hearts like ours meet. I fell for you like a child. Oh, 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 but the fire went wild. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames came higher, and it burned. That ring of fire, my God, that ring of fire. I said it burned, 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 and now that ring of fire, oh my God, that ring of fire. I said it burned, burned, burned. That ring of fire, this is for Shamash. That ring of fire, I said it burned, 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 burned. The ring of fire, yes, my love, the ring of fire, the ring of fire, the ring of fire. No, I got one more to sing, but they don't.
You got next song, Zane, or next song? That's it. Silas, come. Come. You go ahead.
What about it?
No, because it took me not much time, you know? Time is it. Take your phone. I'm like, take this. Shamash, when I think about him, I laugh because one time he was doing a concert in Desmond. Tell us we have a good MC man and a good singer, Shamash. Shamash come on and he did an MC walk and he sing a song. And whenever we have a concert, they ask if Shamash will be there. I say yes, he'll be there. I don't know if I'll do justice to the song. But this is Shamash song. I want to do the dance part, for sure. Go ahead.
just for
Use your mic.
we sing the song. He sang 2 favorite songs by Buckhorns. This one is My Heart Skips a Beat. I met Shamash for the first time when he walked by the fish trap. That's 30 years ago. I saw him in the kitchen. I said, a Rasta man in the kitchen? He said, but he could cook good. I said, okay. And in 2011, when the lady from Sinkis, what's her name? Pat Ross came here. Shamash, you want to get his song right. So he told me to write out his song for him, which I did many times before. And I said, how much times I wrote that song for you? He said, 11 times. I said, well, this is 12. And he gave me this pen to write out the song. I said, well, I'm getting paid this time because I'm keeping this pen. Okay, darling, you could keep it. I got more. And I would like maybe the audience to see it. Gaff, if you could take a picture to bring it up a little closer. When I look at the pen, I could see Banky in that face of that picture. I was going to say it to make Banky laugh, but he left already. And I think it is awesome. The pen could never write out because it can put a filter in it, and it will last longer than Shamash and longer than me. So I thank him, and I treasure the pen.
So here we go. Oh, my heart
skips a beat when we walk down the streets. I feel trembling in my knees. Just to know you're mine until the end of time makes my heart skip the beat.
Well, I did a double take the day I met you. My heart turned a flip as I stood next to you. And I knew right there I never could forget you. For you, my every dream come true.
And my heart skips a beat when we walk down the streets. I feel a trembling in my knees. And just to know you're mine until the end of time makes my heart skip a beat.
Well, you came into my heart without a warning, and you turned my gray skies into blue. You're my sunshine that comes up every morning, and you're my dreams come true.
And my heart skips a beat when we walk down the streets. I feel a trembling in my knees. And just to know you're mine until the end of time makes my heart skips a beat. Makes my heart skips a beat. Makes my heart skips a beat.
Rendition, the folks from the East celebrating Shamash. From all parts of Anguilla, from east to west, we all celebrate the man. We all give thanks and praise to Jah for giving us Shamash, for bringing him into our world, for allowing him to touch our lives in such magical ways. Shamash. As we continue with our celebration, tribute and thanksgiving celebration for the life of Shamash, we now invite Frank Man to come and give his tribute. Frank Man. Oh, but before that, we have the ladies. Sorry, we have the ladies. Let's bring the ladies. Rolanda, Roxy, and Queen Bee. Sorry about that. Rolanda, Roxy, and Queen Bee. Right here? Okay. Why you ain't going up there?
Good evening, everyone. We just want to send off some condolences to the friends, family, and loved ones of the late, great Shamash. I know a lot of us remember some great memories from him. I can still hear and see his infectious laugh. I have a little story of my first interaction with him. There was a talent show in the Lansing Bowl Carnival Village. I think the Rotary Club had hosted it. And I was maybe 13 or 14 years old, and that was my first time performing in front of a crowd. And when I went onto the stage and the music started, I froze, and the music started over, and I couldn't start. So the Anguilla crowd got a little rowdy and started laughing, and I ran off of the stage in tears. Now, Shamash was one of the hosts of the shows, and Shamash, he came and he consoled me, and he asked me if I would come back, and I told him, no, I can't, I'm afraid. So he consoled me, he told me, wait, you're going to see what's going to happen now. He went back out, he stood up in the very front of the stage, and he said, I listen to me. She coming back out. And if anyone I laugh again, it going to be murder work in this village tonight. And I came back out, still afraid and timid. He held my hand and stood with me until I got over my rocky start. And since then, I've never been afraid to perform. All right. Good job. I went to the house where I used to go. The grass had grown up and it covered the door. Someone across the street said, I know whom you seek, but they don't live here anymore. They are somewhere around the throne of God, somewhere around the throne of God. I keep searching, keep on searching until I shall find them. They are somewhere around God's throne. Then I went to the church where I
used to go. The preacher, he was still there, and he met me at the door. He said, I know who you are, and I know who you're looking for. But they don't come here anymore. No, they don't. They are somewhere around the throne of God. Somewhere around the throne of God. I keep searching, keep on searching until I shall find them. They are somewhere around God's throne.
Then I went to the place where he used to work. The workers, they were still there, and they met us at the door. They said, we know who you are, and we know who you're looking for. But he don't work here anymore. No, he don't. Shamash is somewhere around the throne of God. Somewhere around the throne
of God. We'll keep searching, keep on searching until we shall find him. He is somewhere around God's throne. He is somewhere around God's throne.
Beautiful. A fitting tribute to end our evening on. And as we await vote of thanks, you're performing? Huh? Oh, I didn't call you. Okay, we'll have Terrence, and then we'll wrap up with a vote of thanks from Shanobia Brooks, his daughter. Sorry, Terrence, for that oversight. Was not intentional.
But you could drum along. It's a slow song. I want to say that knowing Shamash was knowing life. Some of us live to love. Shamash just loved to live. And we lost a lot of icons before and now. There's some of us still alive. Shamash, you're going to be greatly missed. To his friends and his family, we wish him the very best. This song, I changed some of the words that I believe would suit a man like Shamash. It goes like this. We love to hear our brother Shamash sing once again. All the old songs we used to sing when we were kids. Hang Snow, Jim Reeves, and never-ending love. We fall to pieces with On the Wings of a Dove. There were so many songs our brother knew. Boy, when he would sing, we would sing too. We practiced and practiced till we got it right. We packed up everything and went out to sing one night. We've made it from the street joints to the biggest stage. He said the only difference is what we getting paid. He didn't care if everybody knew our names. He said it's all for nothing if we don't stay the same. And when he died, the preacher cried, says he's the lucky one. He's walking hand in hand with God's only begotten Son. Our faith and common sense tells us the preacher's right. But Lord, we would love to see Shamash stand and sing tonight. We'll honor brother Woody's words we write down. And as long as we remember, Shamash would always be around. Lord, the pain of losing him cuts like the world's sharpest knife. We learned that having a brother like Shamash is the key to life. We love like a sharpest knife. We learned that having a brother like Shamash is the key to life. We miss you, Shamash. We miss you.
Thank you very much, Terence. As we wrap things up, I'll bring you some final words from Shamash.
Out of school, you know, and I decided, okay, my mother came and said, listen, you got to come to St. Thomas. I go. But the thing in St. Thomas was, if you look too young, you can't get a job as a waiter. So it was with the age number where you had to be 14. I leave here 13. Telling people I'm 14, because at that time everything was, you want to be bigger than where you at. You know, older than where you at, because I mean, somebody could still see milk in your face to tell you, no, you could tell me you're 16, but I could look at you and see you're 12. You know, so for me, I was just going to do what I wanted to do, and left here, went to St. Thomas, being in a restaurant all those times, and learn every little thing. I never went to school for cooking. But I tell people, if you had to go to school for cooking, a lot of people wouldn't be eating as yet because we might be still in school. So what I did was decide, listen, I can make it much quicker. If I tell you I can give you food in 10 minutes, don't tell me no, because I can. You know, because I love doing what I do. You know, and that's the whole thing about me with the chef award and things like that. You know, and for me, I gotta feel free of what I'm doing. I love cooking, so if I have to work someplace where they're going to say, oh, Shamash, you won't be able to do this, I'll say, listen, I can understand that. But if I go outside and I finish work, I'm going to sing. So I don't know which part of me you're stopping, because you ain't stopping nowhere. Because if I can't do it inside, I'll do it outside. But the thing is for me is that I love to know that when you're eating, I can be singing because I love to sing. I just love to sing. I think if I wasn't cooking, I'll be out there singing. I'll be out there making records because I did it already. I made already. I've been back and forth, so I know things about it.
Well, we can definitely see that.
As Shamash said, if you don't love what you're doing, you ain't doing nothing. He said you got to accept a bad day too, as the Creator did. Instead of growing, just go out and do it. He said, follow your dream. He followed his dream. He said he didn't go to academic schools because he said, he said to his siblings and his mother, I'll be here to feed you all. And he did indeed feed us all. He said, I'm the black sheep, ready to save the other sheep. Shamash had a message for all of us. He was about lifting people up. He was unstoppable, and we know that right now he is dancing his way on the pearly streets of heaven. Our dearly beloved Shamash, singer, comedian, dancer, gourmet chef. We'll all miss you, but you live on in our hearts. You live on forever and ever. Maduki, your twin brother lives on. Morris, Khalifa, Shanobia, Akeem, Asukishi, love, live, dance, laugh. That was Shamash. Shanobia,
yes, First of all, I would love to thank God for all his doings. I would love to thank all family, friends, close and abroad, for all that genuine love, support, and concern that was shown in these difficult times. My siblings and I would love to express our deepest gratitude and appreciation to every single person, every helping hand that got us here. Thank you. Thank you, Annie Villa, for your extended love, support, and preparation for making things happen. Thank you. Eldon Ray, thank you for fulfilling Shamash's exact words. If I was to drop dead anywhere, I know Eldon would come for me anywhere I am. Thank you, Eldon Ray. Words could never express how losing our father, Shamash, feels. His voice, just that voice alone, will be greatly missed. His laugh, his jokes, the stuttering words, his cooking, his unstoppable dance, that energy and upliftment that Shamash brought could never, ever be replaced. Live, love, laugh, and dance forever. We love you, Daddy. Yes, I. Thank you, everybody.
And just like this, just as they started, Roots Bingy drummers will help us exit this place. So long, Shamash.
Fly away home to Zion, fly away home. Everybody. One bright morning when my work is over, man will fly away home. Fly away home to Zion, fly away home. One bright morning when my work is over, man will fly
Rastafari, Selassie I the first, we give thanks and praises. For the life of Shamash. Shamash was a brother, he was a father, he was a man. He contributed to Anguilla. We give thanks and praises for the life. Highly I, Selassie I, Jah, Rastafari, give thanks and praises.